Okay, sorry if this video is a little late or if I'm a little distracted because the double candy event and my Meltan box decided to line up exactly with the shop reset for Fortnite, and this video can be a little slower and less focused, but this event cannot be rescheduled, so I might be doing a little bit of that. I've also been very, very busy today uploading not all of our podcast episodes yet, because that is, there's 50 of them, but I do have 40 of them up so far, so for the few of you who might care, we do a podcast every single Monday at 3 p.m. Central Standard Time. That always takes place on Twitch. It didn't always used to, but they do get re-uploaded on YouTube. You guys have probably noticed this weird purple thumbnail in between all of my other videos where there's just a thing happening. I don't know if you've ever clicked on it. Looking at the numbers, most of you have not, and that's okay. But it's a fun thing we do. We're a pretty interesting group, I think, and they are all being uploaded to Anchor now by yours truly, which means they will also be available on Spotify and all of these other platforms. I'll link this Anchor link right here, and you can see all of this if you're curious. And so that's pretty cool. I was uploading 6 of these right before the thing happened, you know, the shop, but that finished in time. So that's going to be nice and not distracting me. So we do have 65 V-Bucks today in the 52 zone in Canny and the 40 zone in Plankerton. Pretty easy peasy. Knock them out. We do have a couple of legendary survivors in the high zones in Twine. Schnemley left a comment yesterday that kind of changed my mind, how I always used to snicker at these being in the higher zones. And I stand by the fact that lower level players need legendary survivors more. But I do respect the grind for all of the max level players who are looking for a trap durability survivor, and running these high-end missions to get those legendary survivors are kind of, you know, that's kind of the only way that you're really going to get them the easy way for free. Obviously, you can buy it from an upgrade llama, but it's not, that's maybe not the way everybody wants to go. And we do have a few things that are pretty awesome. Sealing Electric Field, I did not see this in Plankerton. I could be blind. We'll take a second look, but a legendary copy of that is very nice to grab if you are at that level in Ventures, or if you have a lower level friend who can bring you down there. Shrapnel Headhunter is available in the 124 zone. We'll be checking that out. The Thrasher, I did not see this in Canny. And are there even 4X Atlases in Canny? I've completely forgotten. I haven't played Canny in a long time. Apparently there are in the 52 zones. I think those are in Ventures, but I guess we'll take a second look today. And then, of course, you know, the Survivors just mentioned, and the Fordsville Slugger is in Canny. So let's check out all of that a little bit closer. So let's pull this aside. And, oh, by the way, forgot that we started with a BR. New item shop. That's probably in the title, but this was jarring and completely unexpected because I did not see. I don't know what this is. Okay, so that's just meant to keep track of everything that's going on the side. I like the idea, but the execution is, as I said, jarring. I've mentioned this several times, how it's kind of hard to see what's available. I do like that everything's laid out nicely. This is kind of cool. It's a little full screeny and weird, but you can kind of click to what's daily and what's featured previous. Wait, was this yesterday's shop? I don't understand. Okay. I don't know. Oh, maybe this is just the previous thing I was on? No? That's kind of cool if they show yesterday's shop for an extra day, because in my opinion, you know, just gives everybody a second chance. But if you guys end up liking anything in the shop, feel free to use code Mista at your checkout. I would really, really appreciate it. So yeah, I don't know. I'm sorry. I'm mostly exploring this for the first time. I don't want this video to slow down too much. I just think that that's kind of a cool thing. Again, I don't know if it's perfect, but honestly, I'll give it an 80%. Not that my opinion matters. I think it's cool. I think it's cool that you don't have to wait for it to rotate when you're looking at it. Daily War Games is the same every day. Dungeons is Labyrinth. So if you guys want to go get some easy candy, there you go. The llamas today are ranged weapons, so nothing crazy interesting. And then, of course, the event and weekly doesn't reset today. It is a Tuesday. And let's start with Ventures. I actually forgot to check Ventures, so we're going to be seeing this together for the first time. But yeah, 4X reperk, crazy missions. This is your daily reminder that Ventures ends in 3 days. It is the 17th. It ends on the 20th. So if you've been slacking, you're already screwed, but you should probably try to get something done, because I do believe the Ventures rewards are worth it. If you're close to a supercharger, go, 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 because it's not going to wait for you. So yeah, the Copper Stampede is available in 124 4-player. Pretty good. Pretty good. That's a very, very, very strong shotgun, and I don't know of anything else that really stood out. Vanguard Southie is a hero that you can put in the collection book. I'm actually going to start with Stonewood, just because there wasn't really much to talk about down here, but I did want to mention that there are a couple of blue survivors. So there's one here, and then the other one is somewhere around here. Yeah, so if you're just starting out the game, a couple of blue survivors is a nice way to get on your feet. Now, Now, heading over to Twine, we do have a Vacuum Tube Spear, which can have the Chain Lightning 6 perk, and the Broadside, which is just an extraordinarily powerful trap to be getting that early in the game. It is worth using, even if it's purple. We give Ty a lot of crap for supercharging her purple one, but it was still doing damage. So, I mean, hey, it is what it is, but that is definitely something worth fluxing, because the Broadside is an extraordinarily powerful wall trap. 76 4-player has more Eye of the Storm. If you were one of those people yesterday who commented about there being too many Eye of the Storm missions, then today is not your day. 4x reperk of the 88 4-player. And then I think the only thing of interest is in the other 88s. You know, I think it's all throughout Twine today. Yeah, my bad. Razor Blade, legendary copy, 4x Eye of the 4x Lightning in a bottle, lots of evolution materials all around. Vidrotech Blazer, a purple one, constantly reminding me of a video I need to do. The legendary survivor, the first one at least, is in the 104 player, so definitely a mission worth running at least once. I don't think the extra schematic XP is that big of a deal, but if it's something you need, that is retrieve the data, which are pretty easy missions to run. Even if you don't jail, it's a pretty quick mission. You can shoot the balloon down right away, and you'll be in there for like 9 minutes, which is pretty quick by Save the World standards. 4x Lightning in a bottle on the 108 4-player. Nice mission to run. Purple Tar Pit. Doesn't need to be gold. So this is the kind of thing that you use to just stop smashers and mini-bosses. So, I mean, just a free Tar Pit. Go grab it, you know, easy mission. Shrapnel Headhunter. I won't spend too much of the video on her, but she is it is hard to understate just how good she is. Hard to overstate. She is very, very good. She is my primary shotgun hero. I will link my shotgun loadout video down below to explain why I use her instead of Buckshot. But yeah, that is a very, very good hero to grab if you ever have any interest in using shotguns. If you don't have any interest in using shotguns, let me change your mind, because shotguns are extremely powerful. I think I ranked them 3 on my top weapons video, my top 10. They are very strong, and they were all tied. So yeah, there's that other 4x Eye of the Storm mission. I warned you. There's going to be a few of them. And then in the 132 zones, there's just a trifecta of good missions. We've got another legendary survivor, the other one that is, and then the 4x's are very good themselves. 4x reperk and reperk. So if you need reperk or reperk, these are fantastic missions. Maybe you need Pure Drops of Rain more than you need, you know, Fire Up or Survivor XP. Why do they still give us Survivor XP up? I don't know. They just want us to profit forever. And yeah, the 144 player has a lot of perk up. It's a good mission to run. Dissector is good for the book. 4x Lightning in a bottle. And the 160 zones are a little disappointing today. Sorry if you hear chatter. I think my Sig or my dad was playing pool. Oh, we have a friend over. We have a neighbor over. That's right. So you might hear some chatter, but this is going to be one of those things where the YouTuber makes a comment about something they can hear, but you can't hear it because their mic isn't picking it up. I swear to God, if this Meltan doesn't stay in the ball, I am going to lose it. Now, the early zones in Candy are pretty good. Master Driver and the reperk and perk up is, holy crap, is pretty good missions to run. And yeah, there's just decent missions sprinkled throughout. Of course, you got your V-Bucks, you know, purple items here and there, good for the book. 4x Lightning in a bottle is really, really good for the lower zones, because if you are in Canny, you probably need some of those evolution materials, get you going. Vidrotech Slicer, legendary schematic. Purple Sealing Electric Field is kind of the same story as a Broadside, worth using as purple, but definitely something you might want to flux, because it is a very, very strong trap. It is the first one that I supercharged with no regrets. Thrasher, one of the best SMGs in the game. Even blue, it's worth leveling up. The Vidrotech Sever, so I think there's a purple one and a gold one in the same day. I can't find the other one now. You know what? Whatever. I don't care. Either way, you should grab it, get in the collection book if it's not already in there. Bolt, Ceiling Zapper, none of these are crazy good to run in my opinion, but we do have another 4x Lightning in a bottle if you just need more of it. And then I think the other thing I had to note was, yeah, the Forceful Slugger, purple and gold, so if you want to fill out the book or at least get one, maybe it has a Crit Explosions 6 perk that is definitely good to grab, and then just a couple of mini reward llamas in the Canny Storm King. My goodness, it's a long video, but that's okay. Plankerton, I believe, is the last one we have to look at. And it doesn't slow down here that much. We do have a 4x Drops of Rain, which is really good in Plankerton, because that might be something you need. And then way down here at the bottom, I had something set aside. Yeah, a blue Sealing Electric Field. Same thing as purple, where it's worth using. If you're in these low zones, this is going to be a great trap, even blue, but worth some flux if you want to get it as gold as soon as possible. I wouldn't even recommend against that. And then in these high zones, there's just a lot going on. Armageddon purple, I believe there's Vidrotech, not Vidrotech, but the Short Blade Slicer, which evolves to be the Stabsworth III. This is a very, very strong weapon if you have Paleo Luna, and is definitely one that I pull out in missions where I don't have the right element. I think the Nature one is the one I use the most. And then finally, the vacuum tube shotgun is one of my favorite weapons in the entire game. I say that a lot, but it's true. This weapon with the chain lightning can be very, very effective in eliminating lots of smaller zombies, good in crowds, and I think I have my copy all the way down here. I made a video on this as well. I'll link all of them down in the description below in case you guys are curious. I think that's everything, you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate you bearing through my stressful day, sticking through, bearing with me on my... Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm going to go back to being busy.